hoping to see the birthplace of the Ashes, and I did, but I couldn't see the mansion. It's all blocked off. It's school now. But I did go to Sunbury, and now I just got the train back to the city, and then the Glen Waverley line to Kooyong, and I'm now at Kooyong. That's pretty good, yeah. It's pretty good with the grass courts in immaculate condition. To become a member, it's a $4,000 fee just for the application, and then a 1-year waiting list. And I think you also need to be nominated by another member, so you may even have to know another member as well. And then what are the fees each year? I don't know. It could be a couple of thousand each year if you want to become a member of Kooyong. But yeah, it is Kooyong, and it is on grass, and it is pretty costly to maintain grass. So they've also got a swimming pool, I noticed, as well. Of course, only accessible to members. I haven't played on these. Have I played on these courts when I was playing? No, I don't think I've played on these courts. I have played on grass courts, but that was in Sydney. I think that was at Cheltenham, and also at White City. With the of course, there used to be the New South Wales Open at White City, and when I was playing badge at Sydney with Macquarie University Tennis Club, but White City no longer exists. It's been knocked down, and apparently it's being built into some sort of sporting facility, but it's really just a disguise for a club, basically poker machines and alcohol. But that's just my impression of it. So yeah, you kind of lose history when you. I mean, you imagine knocking down Kooyong. Now that you've got Melbourne Park, would you knock down Kooyong? So it is that kind of thing. They've basically demolished White City, and they're just building some complex, which will basically just turn into a club of basically poker machines and alcohol. That's just my impression. So it's got a sign up here. It says no. It says Wimbledon. Yeah, Wimbledon 17,000 kilometers. Flushing Meadow, the US, basically 17,000 at Roland Garros. So yeah, it's almost 17,000 kilometers, pretty much to every other single Grand Slam. But yeah, that's Australia. It is pretty isolated from the rest of the world. So Auckland or New Zealand's even further away, sort of being down south. So these are all grass. So yes, they had the Kooyong Classic here a couple of weeks ago, just prior to the Australian Open, which is typical. It used to be is it round robins? It's probably still round robin, and that of course is on the hard court, or is on the plexi cushion, because I have to use the same surface leading up to the Australian Open. Of course, prior to that, yes, it was on grass, and Open was here prior to 1988, before it moved to Melbourne Park. So, but it's great. I mean, it is great sort of clubhouse. It's great facilities. There is a large number of courts. You can see that there's not much space. So there's not much space between the courts, which could be a bit problematic. The ball's going to go across the courts. So yeah, so you can see why Melbourne Park was good. Now I'm noticing in the back there that yes, they do have clay. I don't know whether that's clay. Is it just anti-car, which they typically use, or is it proper clay that's used at the French Open? I don't know. But yes, there is courts at the back, some form of clay, and they've got lights. So I assume they would be playing at night time. Also notice there's like a sign which says Kooyong made out of grass, which again looks fine. It's just a very, everything's very immaculate. Even the gardens, the roses, and this kind of social. I just got to on the footpath. There's like a car coming through. The clubhouse, obviously, the shop, just everything. And that's typically the case with traditional or historical facilities in general. It's just the architecture. It's just yeah. But it sort of comes down to is it practical? Well no. And that's why I guess Melbourne Park it's just much bigger. They've got much bigger stadiums. and it's just so commercial now. The volume of people now coming through the Australian Open is I don't know what it would be. They could be clearing 50,000 every day. So it's yeah. Can I go onto the centre court? I'll see. I'll just walk down the centre court. And so here I'm almost on the court. I won't walk on the court because I don't really have the right footwear. I don't want to, I don't want to destroy the surface. And you can just see how immaculate the grass courts are. And it's really nice. Playing on grass is nice. And if you're a serve volleyer, it's just fantastic to play on. Very fast and. I don't know if I can get onto centre court. I don't know where I actually go. It seems to be all blocked off. Oh, hang on. I can go through here. Oh, I don't know. I don't know whether I'm meant to. I may steer away from centre court. But yeah. So yeah, fantastic. I think sort of coming here. Yes, I have been here. I also had the Society for Tennis Medicine and Society. They had a conference here back in 2008 where I was presenting my work on scoring systems. And I remember they used the facilities, the function room for an evening function after the conference. Again, I went to another Society in Tennis Medicine conference in Tokyo. In fact, I think the Tokyo was 2008, and I think the Melbourne one, I can't remember whether that was after. But I've been to those two conferences, and also been to the ITF and had the Technical and Science conference. I went to London 2007. I went to Wimbledon. It was held, I think it was held September, so it was obviously after Wimbledon. But we did a tour of the grounds, and they had the function dinner in the of course the members' lounge in Wimbledon. I don't know. It could have been $150 for the meal, but but at least I went to the members' lounge of Wimbledon, although I haven't actually seen Wimbledon. But I also went to the museum. The Wimbledon Museum was fantastic, I thought, which wasn't covered in the tour of Wimbledon during the conference. I had to go there after the conference, and also, I wanted to see the original grass court, but I think it's private. It's not open to the public, so I didn't get to see that. So look, you travel, you're not going to see everything. All you can do is just go to these, do your best, get to these as far as you can to these destinations, and that's the best you can achieve. And that itself, I think, is worthwhile because it's the experience of just traveling there anyway. And you do a whole lot of other things. You're not just going specifically for one purpose, of course. You're doing a whole lot. And I tend to work these things in with conferences anyway. So conferences, and even when I went to the US, yes, I went to the US, but I went to the conference in Bogota, in Colombia, and I was just traveling, 3 months prior to going to the conference. And it was good. It was a good conference. And I'll go again. I'll go again next year. They have it every couple of years. And that may be what I'm sort of focusing on now. Probably conferences and probably tennis conferences. There is the Society for Tennis Medicine. I think they have a conference every year anyway. And then the coaches conference. The Technical Science, I don't think they don't run conferences anymore. And yes, you can publish in the journals, or the Journal for Medicine and Science and Tennis. And I publish fairly extensively. I'm using a lot of that now to publish some books. So. So yeah, if you're in Melbourne, I guess visit Kooyong. Can anyone just walk in? I don't know. They kind of let me in. I think you just pay $15. That's mine. I think you just pay $15 for a visitor's pass, and then you can use it. For some reason, they just let me in. kind of like, kind of a nomad, sort of just kind of I'm wandering, nowhere to go sort of thing. So, yeah. Okay.